Okay, this is my informative speech. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Over 60 published children's books, all written in rhyme. When you were little, I'm sure you read them all the time. Dr. Seuss is one of the best, and if you listen, I'll tell you some of the rest. Theodore Seuss Gazelle was born in Springfield, Massachusetts in 1904, and found his family's brewery background quite a bore. Instead, he found interest in literature and art, and when he got into Dartmouth College, he got his start. He wrote and drew for the school's humor magazine, but lost his position when caught drinking from a canteen. Seuss was caught drinking gin with his friends and forced to withdraw, as at the time it was against the prohibition laws. He was told he couldn't work for the magazine anymore, but this was a restriction he chose to ignore. He would continue to work behind the school's back, but an alter ego or pen name was what he lacked. This is where the name Seuss originated from, and as time, praise started to come. But Theodore was still a little floppy and decided to go to Lincoln College for a doctor in philosophy. This is where he met his future wife, Helen, and they were happily married in 1927. Throughout the war, he was an ads illustrator for some big companies, such as Standard Oil, General Electric, and even NBC. He was also a political cartoonist for a New York newspaper, doing over 400 drawings in just 2 years. He made quite a change in 1943 when he became commander of the animation department for the Army. During this time, he wrote propaganda and Army training films, but after a while felt that his career was unfulfilled. So after the war, he decided to go back to children's books. Him and his wife moved to California to get a new hook. In 1957, he wrote the classic story of The Grinch. However, this task for Seuss was far from a cinch. His next task came in 1954, when a study stated that children were not learning in school because their books were such a bore. He was given a list of 250 words that first graders should know, but it wasn't easy, and he struggled finding a flow. 9 months later, he finished The Cat in the Hat. Using 236 of the words, it was a hit right off the bat. His books often took him months to do, with creative characters like Sneetches and Schloopity-Schloos. His characters were unconventional, colorful, and round, and he used trisyllabic meter, which is every third syllable being said with an emphasis sound. His stories are imaginative, creative, and fun, and kids want to keep reading them after they're done. However, everything did not come so easily and quick. Mr. Seuss's wife had been struggling and very sick. In 1967, after years of battling cancer, Mrs. Seuss felt that suicide was her answer. However, Mr. Seuss's grieving could not have been too great, as he was remarried the following year in 1968. Sadly, though, his day's end also did come. He passed away in San Diego, California in 1991. But the rhyme of classic books still carry on, and will for generations long after he's been gone. His stories have not gone unrecognized or left in the past. In fact, pre-registration at Dartmouth now includes green eggs and ham for breakfast. Seuss brought fun to learning and literature, and when I have bad days, these quotes seem to be a good cure. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So do as Seuss did, and find the fun in what you do. Because today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who knows you better than you do.